Just finished up the Raceaholic 300. Rodman sitting down here in victory lane. Anthony couldn't come tonight because he wasn't here at the Raceaholic, so therefore he will not be helping out with Pora this week. Sitting up here with the podium, Kyle Taraska finished first, Travis McKinney second, Heath Helton third. First, we'll go to you, Kyle, coming over here in Pora. You don't race here that much as other guys and win the Raceaholic 300. Explain the race and what are you going to do with the cash?
Well, the race went pretty good for my opinion. At the beginning of the race, we kind of all just rode around single file, which is what I expected. I knew because it was a long race, 300 miles. I mean, I think it took about 2 hours to complete. So everyone just kind of ride until the end. And the second half of the race kind of is when things started to take off, especially when the second caution fell, because it fell right on the border of the pit window. If we could make it all the way or not. That's when the strategy kind of started. I know Heath and a couple other guys, they all pitted to top off. I stayed out for the track position, and then I came in under the next caution, figuring there'd be another wreck. And, I dropped back to 20th, kind of nervous with about 30 to go, but, I had Travis with me, and I worked with Darren and a couple other guys, and we kind of just kept working and working and working, and, we had a couple of cautions that played in our favor to help us catch back up, make some more time. And we got up to the front. And there was an incident in front of me where I think it was the 13 car. He got into the 15 in front of me, and then the 15 drifted up the track, and that was kind of like my opportunity to shoot the gap. And then I got the lead for that pack, and then it was only like 4 guys ahead of us, and then everyone kind of just lined up behind me, and wherever I went, seemed I was almost like the Pied Piper type of deal. And I can't thank everyone enough for working with me, and the ending was pretty exciting with that 5-lap shootout. I thought for sure Travis was gonna have an opportunity to get me, and he almost did coming out of turn 2 on the last lap. He got me pretty sideways, but he didn't have a big enough run, and I was somehow able to save it. And worked out good. Especially for me, coming part time, to come over here. It's not like I don't want to run here, but with time restrictions, and I was able to run this race, and fortunately I won. With the money, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Maybe buy another pair of Oakleys. I don't know.
Well, you might be 1/3 of the way there. Enjoy the cash, enjoy the prizes from our sponsor, Raceaholic. Let's go to Travis McKinney. You finished second. Still got a little bit of cash payout, but didn't quite get the big prize. Were you committed to Kyle the whole race, or were you trying to maybe slip a nose under him and try to take the win?
Well, I unloaded a good car, sat on the pole with thanks to Jim. My deal with this race, I was going at it as I was going to qualify toward the front and try to stay up toward the top 5 as long as I could, and worked out pretty good. I led the first 57 laps, and then, like Kyle was saying, we started getting into later part of the run, trying to figure out fuel strategy and pit strategies, and was worried there for a while, getting back there in the back of the pack. And like Kyle was saying, 30 laps to go, I whispered to him and told him, wherever you go, I'm committed. I'll push you to the front. And we managed to get all the way up there. So it was by far one of the funnest races that we've ran this season. We've done these money races with Pora time and time again in the past, and it seems like it's never disappointed us. It's some of the best racing that we have. And congrats to Kyle. And I tried like hell to get him on the last lap, but I just couldn't keep Heath close enough to me to get that run by him. But happy with the second place, and it was a good run for us tonight.
All right, let's talk to our third place finisher, Heath Helton, rounding out the podium. You being the admin, one of the main guys putting this all together, how do you think it turned out? Do you think everybody was satisfied? We almost had a full field, and get that $15 cash prize for finishing third.
Yeah, the race went really well. It was a pleasant surprise to have as many cars as we did. We worked really hard trying to get as many cars as we could, and the drivers did a good job of spreading the word and getting their friends and other people they know over here to race. I just want to thank people like Kyle, the Oz team guys for coming and joining. Just our one deal racer with us. So 38 cars, 2 away from a full field, and it went really good. 6 cautions, 300 miles, a lot of fun.
Definitely a fun race. See anything like this happening again in our next off season?
Yeah, probably maybe once a season. We'll see what happens. We're already looking at it. We got some other big races coming up that doesn't have money involved. It's kind of similar to the same thing, but non-points race. It's a lot of fun to have races like this, and we appreciate the people that come run it with us and support the league. We're just trying to grow and be the best league we can, and races like this really helps us get where we want to be. So I'm looking forward to doing more of this, and just want to thank all the drivers and everybody for coming out and supporting us.
Everybody's welcome, but I do have to ask this question. Any thought yet on where the next Raceaholic race, not Raceaholic, Mayhem, where we might host the next race for that at?
That got scheduled today. Raceaholic was put on the schedule today. It is May 25th, I believe. It's on a Friday night. We're only starting, I think, 34 cars. So the first 34 entries are going to get in. There is no qualifying for that. That's your entry only deal. So once we hit 34, that's it. So it's first come, first serve on that basis. So we'll have sign-ups here pretty soon. It's on the schedule. It is at Arca Mountain, 500 laps, no cautions. So it should be an exciting race. We're working on a sponsor for that to try to get some kind of prize for the winner. So more news on that coming later.
That'll do it for Pora this week. Just Rob Mitten here this week. We'll have your next show coming up before the Slick Miss 70, I believe it is. April 4th, that is, Heath?
You talking about the ARCA shootout?
The opening race, week 1. Points.
April 4th, I believe.
March 28th is our ARCA shootout, 50 laps at Daytona. It's a night race, and then we start our first points race of the season April 4th, the Slick Miss 80 at Daytona.
Aha, 80. Alright, well, that'll finish it up here. See you guys next time for this week broadcast.